Hi students, welcome everyone to discuss chemistry. Today we are going to discuss about simple lesson number 7 chemical kinetics from 12th standard volume 1. The word chemical represents reactive substance. The word kinetic, which will approach on the basis of two ways. One is called physical approach, another one is called chemical approach. Physically, kinetics is represented as velocity or speed. Chemically, the same word is known as rate. So, velocity, speed, rate all are giving same meaning about kinetics. From this lesson, we discuss deeply about speed of chemically reactive substance or speed of chemical reaction. The lesson is introduced by introducing rate in general. In general, rate is defined as changing any variable per unit time. Consider a particle move from x1 position into x2 position. Here x1 and x2 are the position of the particle present in initial and final stages, and t1 t2 are time which is noted initial and final position of the particle. Suppose you want to calculate velocity of a substance. It is possible by using the above term. Here velocity is generally known as displacement. Per unit time or time change. Here the displacement of the particle is possible from x1 to x2, and also time change is noted. Displacement x1 to x2 is generally write as x2 minus x1 divided by time change is nothing but t2 minus t1. This expression can be simplified by applying delta. So here delta x divided by delta t is obtained. This is rate or speed of the particle present from x1 to x2. Here delta, which is generally called as change. When change is large, delta will be used. D and delta is used for change is small and very small. In the same way, it is possible to measure rate of chemical reaction by measuring change in concentration of the reactant product with time difference. Consider a chemical reaction. Reactant A give product B. The reaction moves initial to final. Time t of initial and final is noted as t1 and t2. And always concentration of the reactant product are noted as A1, B1 for initial, A2, B2 for final. In this case, we can determine rate of the chemical reaction is possible by calculating initial and final change of concentration of the reactant or product with respect to time change. Changing these variable is measured by subtracting final to the initial. Final time t2 minus initial time t1. In the sense, time difference is calculated. Same way, concentration of reactant is write as A2 minus A1. Product is write as B2 minus B1. All are generally write as delta T, or here only small changes obtained. So small d is used to mention small change. In similar way, concentration of the reactant changes D concentration of A, concentration of B changes D concentration of B. Now we are going to measure rate of the reaction on the basis of above rule. Rate of the reaction is the disappearance of concentration of A with respect to time t, or appearance of concentration of B with respect to time t, because during a chemical reaction A simultaneously converted to product. At the time A will disappear slowly, B will appear slowly. So disappearance is denoted by negative sign. Changing concentration of A with respect to time t will be noted. This is the rate of the reaction with respect to the reactant terms. Similar way, the rate measurement on the basis of product term is always possible. Here B is appears simultaneously, so we place positive sign in before of this term. So appearance of change in concentration of B with respect to time t or time change is noted. This is a rate expression for a simplest chemical reaction. In the same way, we may write a chemical equation for stoichiometric equation, always possible. Stoichiometric rate expression or equation. Consider a reactant A giving product to B. Here the reactant and product may present non-stoichiometric terms. That means 1 mole of A which will give 2 moles of B. Here rate expression always calculated by using above method. Rate of the reaction is defined as disappearance of concentration of A with respect to changing time, or appearance of concentration of B, change in concentration of B with respect to time difference. Here not only disappearance of A and appearance of B occur, one more thing is present, which is nothing but number of moles change. Here 1 mole of A which will give 2 moles of B. That means formation of B is twice the times of A. So in front of the reactant term we multiply the whole rate by using 2, or the same expression can be rewritten as rate which is equal to disappearance of changing concentration of A with respect to time difference, or appearance of 1/2 changing concentration of B with respect to time t. Consider a chemical reaction. X moles of A react with Y moles of B, which gives L moles of C and M moles of D. Rate expression for the above equation. Rate of the reaction is equal to disappearance of 1/x to the changing concentration of A with respect to time t, or disappearance of 1/y and changing concentration of B with respect to time t, or according to the product appearance of 1 divided by L into changing concentration of C divided by dt, or appearance of 1 divided by M into changing concentration of D to time difference. This is rate expression for stoichiometric balanced equation. Next, we are going to measure unit of the reaction. Unit of chemical reaction. Unit of rate. For unit of rate can be expressed in terms of unit of concentration divided by unit of time, because rate can be defined as changing concentration of any substance with respect to time t. Most in case liquid substance undergoes reaction fast when compared to gas. Gaseous substance undergoes reaction fast when compared to solid substance. So most of the substance present in liquid state when they goes to reaction. So we may calculate unit of rate on the basis of a liquid substance, and always gaseous substance is possible. When we consider the presence of liquid substance, unit of concentration may express in terms of moles per liter. Unit of time is measured in terms of second. So units of rate on the basis of liquid substance are nothing but mole, liter inverse, second inverse. In similar way, on gaseous reactant product present in the species, the same rate will be written as unit of concentration is replaced by using unit of pressure. So pressure can be measured in terms of atmosphere. Time is measured in terms of seconds. So atmosphere second inverse for the gaseous substance present in the reactant species. The next one is nothing but classification of rate. Rate can be classified on the basis of observed point. They can classify it into three types. First one is called initial rate. Then the second one is called average rate. And then the last one is called instantaneous rate. Instantaneous rate. Initial rate. A rate can be measured at the beginning of the reaction at time t is equal to 0 is called initial rate. Average rate. The rate can be measured in between of any 2 points like t1 to t2, and always it is not an instant. Next, instantaneous rate, which is nothing but actually the rate can be measured in terms of a particular time is called instantaneous rate. That means the rate measurement is possible at the point of instant. These three rates are clearly explained on the basis of graph, which is draw against time at regular interval with the changing concentration of the reactant or product. These which will gives a straight line. A rate is measured at a initial point, that means time t is equal to 0 is called initial rate, and the rate is measured in between of two time difference, that means 0 to 1, 0 to 2, 0 to 3, 0 to 5, anything else is called average rate. Rate can be measured at a point of any time instant is called instantaneous rate. Average rate is further classified into two types: initial average or later average. This is actually based on the observation of average rate at the beginning of reaction or end of the reaction. Rate law and rate constant. The above rate expression, which will not give enough explanation about rate or speed of chemical reaction, so we need a new law to explain deeply about chemical kinetics or rate of a chemical reaction. Let us consider a chemical reaction. X moles of A react with Y moles of B to give a product. From the above equation, rate of the reaction is directly proportional to concentration of the reactant A and B to the power equators M and N. This rate expression is actually obtained from law of mass action. Here, when proportionality sign is present, that can be replaced by using substituting constant is called rate constant. So the above expression is rewrite as rate is equal to substituting constant by the replacement of proportionality constant is called rate constant, and the concentration of the reactant A to the power M and concentration of B to the power N. This is known as rate law. In general, rate law or rate of the reaction is defined as the product of rate constant of the reaction and the concentration of the reactant to the power equators. In similar way, by using rate law, we may assign rate constant. From rate law, rate constant is equal to rate divided by concentration. The concentration and to the power are present in denominator. Concentration A, concentration B to the power of M and N. If concentration of the reactant terms A and B are unity in the sense, rate constant is equal to rate. And one more thing is nothing but order. Here order is nothing but the power equators obtained from rate law. These power equators are obtained only experimental determination. It is not a theoretical value. That means the M and N are not equal to X, Y. So M is order with respect to concentration A and N is order with respect to concentration B. What is overall order? The overall order of the reaction is defined as the sum of powers of the exponential M and N present in rate law. I already told you this is observed from experimental determination only, not a theoretical value. And always we explain molecularity. From the above equation, X and Y are said to be molecularity of the reaction or reactant. So molecularity is defined as the total number of moles of the reactant can take part in a chemical reaction. On the basis of rate law, rate equation or rate expression, we can determine rate of the reaction, rate constant of the reaction, order of the reaction, and molecularity of the reaction. On the latest study, we can we can identify the difference present in between of rate and rate constant, order and molecularity. Next, the important 3 mark questions from the lesson: differences between rate and rate constant, differences between order and molecularity. First, we discussed difference between rate and rate constant. Rate, it represents speed at which the reactants are converted into products at any instant. But rate constant, it is a proportionality constant. It is a proportionality constant. Point number 2, rate. It is actually measured as decreasing in concentration of the reactants or increasing concentration of the products. But rate constant, it is equal to rate when concentration of the reactants or approaches 0 or unity. Then the third difference between rate and rate constant: rate depends on initial concentration of the reactants, but rate constant do not depends on initial concentration of the reactant. These 3 points are most important. It's asking from 3 mark question, difference between rate and rate constant. And always one more 3 mark question is nothing but difference between order and molecularity. Order and molecularity. First point of order, it is the sum of powers of the exponential which is actually obtained from rate law or rate expression. Molecularity, the total number of reactant that take part in a chemical reaction in elementary steps. Point number 2 of order, it can be 0, fractional or integer values, but molecularity is a whole number, never be 0, fractional or integral. This order may assigned in overall reaction. In similar way, molecularity is assigned in elementary step of the reaction.